out here?
Yeah, I mean, spring game is the culmination of, winter and spring preparation. I thought the day was spirited and happy with the back and forth, and I thought the guys enjoyed playing football. And I think we come out of the game relatively healthy, which is good, and that's always the goal. And we'll benefit moving forward from all the work we've invested at this point. But good to see the defense play the entire day with a physical presence and flying to the ball. I thought offensively we had some bursts of explosive play. I thought Walter Taylor had a better day where you start to see some of the things that he's capable of. Cedric Alexander had a nice day running the ball. So there's a lot to build on that.
Felt like the running game progressed a little bit maybe as the spring went on, and it was a little better today than some days we've seen. Is that a fair way to put it?
It is. No, I think we've retooled some of the stuff we were doing in terms of the tactics. And I thought here in the last few practices, you've seen a little bit more production coming in the run game. Obviously, that's something we're going to have pride in. And coming off last year, we want to be a team that can run the ball. And part of it is getting young running backs comfortable, back there too. Chase Gillespie's still a freshman. I thought he had some good runs today, and again, Cedric did, and even Dylan Betts-Polly coming off a quad strain, I thought had a nice day, and Cheeks had some runs too. So it was good. I think that starts up front, but I thought they did a nice job covering up the defense and finding some runs, some vertical cuts there that allowed the run game to get going.
Do you think the kicking game is something you want to address in the portal into the summer?
Well, we got to take a look. I mean, the conversation about roster management is all about, you have 85 scholarships, and right now we're at 85 scholarships, and so we're gonna add a kicker here as a freshman. We're gonna probably add a transfer that maybe is a walk-on, and by the time we're lining up, we recognize the kicking game is an important part of our success, and so we'll have answered that. The way we do it's just all a matter of how everything plays out over the next few weeks.
The defense winning this, spring game today. Do you think that shows the improvement of that unit?
Well, certainly. I still go back to saying, I want to see our full allotment of receiver skill healthy. I think we got we got some playmakers that are sidelined, and so there's going to be more pressure put on them in fall camp. But yeah, I think they've improved. I thought our most improved unit's been our defensive line. They showed up today, batted some balls down, made some plays in the run game, got pressure on the quarterback. I was joking with Davian Davis. We've come a long way defensively in 2 years. If you remember that first spring game, I don't know that they may still be running offensive plays from that one. I'm proud of them. The biggest thing to me is they were physical. They were running the ball. We've gotten faster. That's measurable, and certainly it's something to build on. Still have a long way to go and a lot of unsettled questions to answer, but we've made progress this spring.
What's it mean to have Ken Seals back for this team?
It means a lot because Ken means a lot to me, and he's a great leader for us. He's grown and matured in so many ways. I think he would tell you that he's experienced self-discovery here and learned a lot about himself. He's tough, he's consistent, he's dependable, he cares about his teammates, and you know what? He's stepping into higher levels of performance too. So I'm proud of Ken. I respect him, and maybe that's the biggest compliment I can give to him. I respect him tremendously for his toughness and his willingness to just keep stepping in and competing.
Teachable moment, celebration penalty there.
Yeah, I think it's a needed one. I think Quincy, competitive maturity for him is his next step. He's a playmaker. I know now his physical tools and his ability. He needs to expect to be in those positions. And I told him too, just be humble enough to know that the protection, the quarterback, there are a lot of things that had to go right for that play to be made. And so you carry the ball in the end zone with respect and appreciation for those elements too. And he understands, and it's just about growth and maturity, and he'll get there.
Broadly speaking, what do you think you guys got done this spring that you're pretty happy with, and what are the areas we were to work on, making the summer work out?
Well, I think we took time this winter and really dove into identity. And I challenge these guys. This has been a tough, few months here, and they've answered the call to action. I think we have a far better understanding of who we are, what our margins are, and where we need to strengthen to win. I still want to see a team that comes out and there aren't plays made based off structural breakdowns, or we had some penalties, operational penalties. It's going to happen, but a team that can execute snap in, snap out, and put the ultimate level of pressure on the opponent, that's still what we have work to do on that. I think the summer is going to be a building connection and chemistry. We need to be having higher level conversations here, so it's not about showing up anymore. It's not about having positive energy. We've demonstrated that. This is about how we become dangerous as a football team and a football program, and that's about the connection that we play with. Obviously, we need to spend time off the field to have connection on the field, but also in higher level football conversations where we're identifying areas where we can strengthen the team in our performance. So through communication, through alignment, assignment, a quarterback knowing where the receiver wants the ball on a certain route, so on and so forth, so that we can anticipate and get to our technique past the opponent. That'll be the goal through the summer. We've made some great strides this winter and spring, and excited to now head into the next cycle.
You mentioned tough the last few months. Do you just mean like bitter taste in your mouth coming off the missed opportunity for the bowl game, or something else?
More about, we talk about going into the crucible every day, but we've challenged this group in healthy ways. That we say that training starts in adversity, and without adversity, we're just going through the motions. And so this winter, our winter training program was deliberately hard. It was difficult. In spring ball, we've gone 2 hours pretty much every day and gotten after it. You guys have seen that. And these guys haven't flinched. I think year one, they didn't know how to handle that volume, and so we didn't handle it. Year two, we were a little bit further along. I think now we're in a position where we're thriving in this kind of environment of toughness and, like I said, the crucible environment. And we're starting to form something I think is significant.
What did it mean to y'all to wear the Covenant School patches today?
Well, obviously a lot. It's the least that we can do to stand in strength and support for a community that is reeling. I think as a Nashvilleian and as a native Nashvilleian, I'm still in a process of grieving that too. I mean, I as a parent, can't imagine the pain of losing a child, and so this is one small thing we can do to show that we're standing with people that are hurting right now and people that we care about. I look forward to doing more for those communities and all the communities out there in Nashville that make up our hometown.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, y'all. Good to see you.